Hey yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Afriactions. We back with another reaction. On today's video, we are reacting to 5 reasons you shouldn't mess with the USA. We all know not to mess with the USA at the first place, but this video is about 5 reasons you shouldn't mess with the USA. So, without further ado, let's check it out.
The collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 90s left the United States as the sole superpower in the world, and it's never looked back. In all aspects of the world, the United States is indeed a superpower, especially when it comes to its military might, which is unsurpassable in its strength, technological superiority, operational capabilities, and power projection across the globe. In this video, we'll take a look at the 5 top reasons why you wouldn't want to go against the US military establishment. The United States Air Force is the strongest in the world, not only in the number of operational aircraft, but also in technological superiority. The country currently operates a total of over 15,000 military aircraft, combining all the branches of the military service, including the
15,000 aircrafts, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like, I don't think there is any country in the world with 15,000 aircrafts. Like, bro, back in Africa, we don't even have aircrafts there. I don't like, bro, except Egypt and just like Ethiopia. But bro, this is crazy.
US Navy, US Army, Coast Guard, and the US Marines. As of 2017, the US Air Force alone has a fleet of over 5,300 aircraft, 406 intercontinental.
Damn, bro. This is 2017, which I think now they have like 7,000, bro. Like 5,300 aircrafts. And this is just the US Air Force. US Navy, US, like, bro, this is crazy.
Continental ballistic missiles, and 170 military satellites, greater than any other country in the world. The USA has the largest number of stealth aircraft designed to be silent killers and untrackable by the radar defense.
Bro, like this aircraft, I think like this one now, I think this one is like the FA-17, something like that. They already retired this aircraft a long time ago. Like, I think so, Like, bro, now they have killers, bro.
Stealth aircraft designed to be silent killers and untrackable by the radar defense systems of most countries in the world. Some of these stealth aircraft include air superiority fighters, such as the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, heavy bombers.
Hey! Bro, the F-22 Raptor, bro. This is one of my favorite, like, the Joint Striker, bro. Like, bro. The F-35, like, the F-35 is is the modern aircraft. But the F-22, if you know anything about the F-22, you know. Like that, like, bro, the F-22 Raptor, the Raptor. They call it the Raptor.
Such as the B-2 Spirit. In fact, the United States pioneered this technology in the 19... heavy bombers such as the B-2 Spirit. In fact, the United States pioneered this technology in the 1980s with the introduction of the F-117 Nighthawk stealth attack aircraft. Stealth aircraft are designed to avoid detection using a variety of technologies that reduce radar reflection from ground, sea, or air-based radar antennas, thereby reducing its radar cross-section, or RCS. This revolutionary technology allows a 5th-generation aircraft, such as the F-22 Raptor, with a max takeoff weight of 83,500 pounds, to have a radar cross-section of just 0.0001 meters squared, about the size of a bumblebee. What's more insane?
Bro, that thing is big like the radar cross-section for the F-22 Raptor. I'm telling you, bro. The F-20, this is the F-22. The F-22 is the best aircraft on the planet, and the F-22, it was first introduced in 1999, if I don't forget, like 1999, when I was born, cause I was born in 1999. Bro, from then till this day, 2024, they couldn't still make any aircraft close to the F-22. Even the F-35, the F-22 is more technologically advanced than the F-35, bro. Bro!
size of a bumblebee. What's more insane is that the massive B-2 bomber also has the same radar cross-section as the F-22
B-2
Raptor.
bomber.
Thus, it becomes extremely
this
difficult to
aircraft,
track.
Like, bro, I'm not a big fan of like bombers, you know, because they don't do like those maneuvers like the fighter jets. But bro, this is the most beautiful thing humans have ever created. To me, the B-2 bomber is the most beautiful thing that humans have ever created, and the most like, bro, imagine, bro. If they told you that, like, bro, I feel like if this thing come from nowhere and we didn't know like the US really built this, we will think it's aliens, bro. I swear to God, you know.
Stealth aircraft. Even if the enemy spots them on their radar scopes, it's a whole other story to successfully track them and register a missile kill. The whole idea behind this technology is to break the chain in which a conventional surface-to-air missile defense system works. It's the same reason countries like China and Russia are also hard at developing their own stealth fighter, the Chengdu J-20 and the Sukhoi Su-57, respectively.
J-20. Them, you know what they do, the Chinese. Like, I don't wanna get into all those type of things, but they build an aircraft called the J-35. As soon, like, after the US already built the F-35, because we know the meaning of F in all these FFs in US fighters. It means fighter, fighter 35, fighter 16, fighter 22, fighter. Them also they build J-35. You know, there is a Chinese aircraft called the J-35.
These aircraft will allow the US Air Force to assert its air superiority over any battlefield of the future, and we all know that control of these skies is the biggest decider in any war. The next reason why any country going to war with the US military should think twice is because of the strength of the US Navy and its dominance over the world's ocean, especially the Navy's supercarriers. The US Navy currently operates 11 nuclear-powered Nimitz-class supercarriers, which is the largest aircraft carrier fleet in the world. The only Navy that can come close in terms of technological advancement is probably the Royal Navy of the United Kingdom, but they only have 2 operational carriers.
Bro,
The Nimitz
we know the history of Britain, you know. We don't even want to go there, but they had the best navy before, you know, like for like years, for like more than 3 centuries, like they had the best navy, you know. That's why they conquered half of the planet, you know, because of their navy. That's the only reason. But today's world, today, the US, like, bro, you can't mess with them, bro.
class of carriers has a displacement of over 100,000 tons and can carry a complement of up to 70 aircraft. They're literally a floating small town in the ocean with its own airport. The Nimitz-class carriers in themselves are extremely potent offensive weapons, but the way they operate in what is called the carrier strike groups makes these ships even more deadly. A carrier seldom deploys alone. There are always a fleet of surface and underwater assets surrounding them and forming a strike group. These include guided missile cruisers, a destroyer squadron, attack submarines, and other support vessels.
Huh, bro? You don't need to mess with these things, bro. Imagine, bro. The carrier is in the middle, and you have like all these things protecting it from any threat. Like, bro, I'm more afraid of the submarines than all those other. Like, these submarines will, bro, they are silent killers, underwater killers. Like, these things have they fuck with your psyche, bro. Cause you never know where they are, you know. You never know. You might just be sitting there, you know, chilling. Before you know, you are flying in. Fuck.
Together, they project the power of the carrier and at the center of the group forward towards the enemy. While the carrier is carrying out its offensive role with the use of its air wing, the other ships are responsible to protect its flanks against any enemy attack. This combination of offensive and defensive strategy makes the US carrier strike group almost impenetrable. The United States Navy maintains 9 such carrier strike groups, 8 of which are based in the United States and 1 that's forward deployed to Japan. For over 50 years, this has been the principal element of US power protection, and the
Japan, they messed up, they fucked around and found out, you know. Like, bro, that's a whole
Which class
story.
of supercarriers are at the center of it all. Despite this, the US is currently in the process of developing a new class of carriers called the Gerald R. Ford class, intended to replace the Nimitz-class ships. This new supercarrier will be even more technologically advanced and is expected to continue US dominance of the oceans well into the late 21st century. The third reason why you shouldn't fight the US military is their massive stockpile of nuclear and conventional intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. The ICBM plays the role of the land leg in the US nuclear triad, along with the Trident submarine-launched ballistic missile SL.
Bro, look at that. How beautiful is that, bro? Bro, look at that, bro. You're just sitting there and you are seeing fire coming out of the water, like, bro. Damn.
Plays the role of the land leg in the US nuclear triad, along with the Trident.
Look at that, bro. Just look at that. You know, fucking, like, bro, missiles coming out from the middle of the ocean, like, damn, bro. And the US was the first, if I'm not mistaken, the US was the first country to ever develop. Bro, you think it's easy to make a missile come from the water, you know? The engines, without the engines turning off. It's not easy, bro. The US was the first country to develop such technologies. And followed by Russia too.
Submarine-launched ballistic missile SLBM and nuclear warheads carried on long-range strategic bombers. ICBMs are launched from ground-based missile silos, achieving high suborbital spaceflight, approximately 1,000 miles above the surface of the Earth. The body of the missile then separates from the warhead, which re-enters the atmosphere and free falls to the assigned target at hypersonic speeds. The US military currently operates 400 ICBMs from its base in Wyoming, Montana, and North Dakota. The LGM-30G Minuteman III is the only type of ICBM that is currently operational in the US. The Minuteman III family of ICBMs were first developed in the 1960s as a response to the Soviet nuclear threat. Throughout the Cold War and beyond, these missiles have undergone constant modernization. In the last decade alone, the US military has undertaken $7 billion worth of upgrades. The rocket propulsion engines, the propellants used,
and that's another thing too. The US, like, they will spend like $730 billion, like, in a year. Not like the whole, like, in 1 year. They will spend like $730 billion on their military. Like, there is no, bro, $730 billion on the military. Like, how can you fight this type of, like, bro, forget about it, you know.
Guidance system and even the flight control surfaces have all been refurbished. The upgraded missiles are completely different from its 1960s counterparts, except for the shell. These state-of-the-art improvements and modernization programs have kept the Minuteman III system operational for over 50 years with improved reliability that supports the missile's remarkable 99% alert rate. The latest versions of the missiles have a range of over 8,000 miles, which is greater than the diameter of the Earth at 7,917.5 miles. They can carry multiple 330 kiloton nuclear warheads, which is 20 times
330 kilotons, bro. And they can surround the earth too. That's scary, you know. Anywhere you cannot hide from them, you know. Any area you are in this planet, I'm not talking about maybe if you are in the other galaxy, but if you are on planet Earth, they can strike you. That's another thing also. The US, they are not like, you know, some people might not agree with me, but if the US was bullies after they won World War II with the nuclear, it was like US was the only country with nuclear bombs, you know. They could have easily taken over the whole world, you know, without not even trying. You know. Bro, give up, or if not, I finish your whole country with nuclear weapons, you know. You must give up. If not, they will finish you with nuclear bombs. So, like, they could have easily taken over the planet, you know. And sometimes I even think about it and say, why didn't you, like, bro, they knew that after creating the nuclear bombs, you know, like the Soviet Union, they will try to create their own nukes. They knew, the US knew that, like, everybody knew that. But why they didn't, like, wow, I don't know, bro. It was like, bro, They could have easily tell them, bro, you need to give up. The fuck?
Was greater than the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Not only that, each of these warheads can be assigned to different targets independently. The technology is called Multiple Independently Targetable Re-Entry Vehicle, or MIRV, and was first developed.
How hard that is, to make this technology, like the ICBM will go outside the atmosphere, and when re-entering, they can target different areas at the same time.
For the Minuteman III family of missiles. So any country messing with the United States will have to deal with this awesome arsenal of firepower, which can be launched.
They will have to deal with this freedom.
At a moment's notice. If it weren't the ICBMs or the stealth fighters raining fire down on you, it would be precision-guided munitions, or better known as smart bombs or PGMs instead. This is another big reason why not messing with the US military is a good idea. All branches of the US military use smart bombs in some forms or the other. These weapon systems are designed to be precise and hit a specific target with maximum efficiency. These bombs are so effective that during the first Gulf War, PGMs comprised only 9% of weapons fired, but accounted for 75% of all successful hits. Since then, for the US military at least, the days
These are
of
the HIMARS, bro. They already send them to Ukraine. They are giving Russia a hard time. Are they not the HIMARS? They are the HIMARS, bro. These are the HIMARS.
The days of normal artillery shells and unguided bombs are long gone. Nowadays, the military uses PGMs from air, ground, and sea. Precision-guided munitions come in various forms.
To see the missile coming out of the water, bro. Coming out of the middle of the fucking ocean, bro, and targeting bro. That's crazy, bro.
And use different kinds of technologies to achieve precise hits. A large majority of PGMs use the Global Positioning System, or GPS, of satellites to guide their trajectory to target. However, sometimes this becomes a problem, as GPS coverage is not always reliably available everywhere across the globe, or bad weather conditions can hinder operations. Thus, the Office of Naval Research, the Naval Surface Warfare Center, and the Army Research Laboratory have all coordinated to develop the first ever artillery-fired smart munition that will not use GPS guidance. The project is known as Moving Target Artillery Round, or MTAR for short. The MTAR shell can be guided onto stationary as well as moving targets in both land and sea, using a combination of guidance technology. The best part is that these shells can be fired from the existing M777A2 155mm towed howitzer and the M109A7 Paladin Integrated Management self-propelled 155mm artillery systems already in use by the US military.
Bro, these are the ones they was using for the Taliban. These things. I don't know. The M10 they call it. This is not a normal tank. This is a whole other situation, bro.
55mm artillery systems already in use by the US military. The shells will also feature an extended range of 40 to 60 miles, using rocket boosters to propel them. Once finished, it will afford the US military another potent weapon system that outclasses others around the world. Lastly, the fifth and final reason why you shouldn't fight the US military is drones. We're all familiar with what an unmanned aerial vehicle or drone is and what it's supposed to do. But in recent years, the usability of UAVs are steadily increasing to encompass all spheres of military operations, and the US military is the pioneering spirit behind it. At first, used only for surveillance missions, drones were quickly weaponized after the
only problem with all this stuff is one drone is costing 115 million. The US military industrial complex, they always, they know, the US will not buy weapons from other countries. So let's charge them whatever we like, especially with Lockheed Martin, So that's another situation.
9/11 attacks and have been extensively used by the US military in the war against terror as an offensive weapon platform.
The problem is not about they have the money. It's the US taxpayer who is paying for all this stuff. It's not the government. The government is the taxpayer who is paying for this stuff, So, all this, bro, that's why also, you should not complain, because that's the reason why you are the superpower. because you know your weapons are not like any other weapon. These weapons have a lot of technology, you know.
Form. It's forecasted that over the next decades, the US is in line to purchase over 1,000 combat drones of various classifications. Some of them, like the Lockheed Martin RQ-170 Sentinel and the Boeing MQ-25 Stingray, are already in the final stages of development, and once finished, will provide the US military with state-of-the-art platforms capable of multi-role operations, ranging from attack missions to aerial refueling. Drone technology has reached such heights today that a single UAV can loiter miles above the surface of the Earth for hours, waiting for the target to show its head and sticking with impunity. This capability will allow all the services under the US military to reduce its dependency on manned platforms, thereby reducing the risks during future combat operations. These 5 weapon systems make the US military extremely dangerous for any adversary looking to get into a conflict with them. In a conventional warfare setting, it's almost impossible to beat the US military machine. That's why modern enemies of the United States are employing more and more asymmetric warfare strategies against the mighty US military. Despite that, the US military juggernaut is hands down the most powerful military complex in the world today, and probably will be for decades to come. That's all we have for you today, folks. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you like the video...
Damn, bro, this is crazy, bro. I swear to God, like, for real though, for real, you know, you don't want to mess with the US, bro. There is no country on the planet. Like, bro, after the Soviet Union, like this, the beginning of the video, what they said, after the Soviet Union, the Soviet, like, back in the days, the Soviet also was powerful as fuck. But now, like, we have Ukraine resisting from Russia, like, resisting the Russian offense for, like, how many? Now it's around 2 years now. So imagine the US fighting Russia, like, it will not even be a fair fight, bro, to be honest. But, bro, let's be honest, the Chinese... The Chinese, they are powerful, but you know, they don't have the sophisticated, like their technology is not as sophisticated as the US. Like the Chinese, they don't even have a lot of war experience like the US. They didn't even fight in World War II. Yeah, we have the Chinese, the Chinese revolution, like when we have Mao and all those things, but they don't have war experience like the US. The US have a lot of commanders that have a lot of war experience. But bro, please, let's not pray for that. For the US and China to go to war. That's the end of the planet. We are doomed for failure, bro. All of us. It's not only like we're gonna die, bro. If the US and China go to war, that's the end of the world, bro. I swear to God, you know. I know, bro. We all know. So let's just pray for peace. And you know, like the Americans say, what the fuck is a kilometer? What the fuck is a kilometer, you know? So bro, let's just enjoy the peace in the world, bro. Because if any one of you know about World War II, you know, like, war is a very bad thing, you know. We should not be praying for war. But like they said, if you want peace, prepare for war, you know. Like the Romans said. There is one Roman proverb that says, if you want peace, prepare for war. So the US, I think they are the ones who want peace the most, because they are preparing for the worst scenario every time, you know. So, you know, that's it for this video. You know, I don't want to waste your time too much. You know, it's your boy Afriactions with another reaction. So tomorrow I will be uploading this video. So by next week, you people tell me what video I should be reacting to my next video.